there for Prism Tower, Prism X Tower.
It's going to be some game, that one.
16 gone and 185 for 5.
Wow, grip service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी पाकिस्तान's global tire brand.
वाइटल पियो, जिंदगी जियो। नसीम बाहर आता है, इन ड्राइव खोलता है, नसीम अपनी ऑफर डालता है और ड्राइवर की तरफ से जबरदस्त मेडन ओवर, एक शानदार राइड हाजिर होती है। नसीम और वो एक चैंपियन की तरह राइड लेता है, अपनी मर्जी की राइड ले।
$185 for 5 in 16. How many more can the Hyderabad Kingsmen muster in these last 4 overs will be the conversation between Kusal Pereira and Glenn Maxwell. Well then, the luck has definitely been on the side of the Kingsmen and they keep riding it well.
Well, it's a partnership that continues to grow. 70 of 44. There was clear intention of Maxwell looking behind square on the offside. Probably not quite where intended, but certainly favourable in terms of the result.
This time, impeccable through the offside. Placement, timing, maybe felt like Billings didn't pick it up, but it was never going to be stopped. He's raced to 43, the partnership now 74.
Well, the big question, how much can they get? We spoke about what this run rate gets them to. Hovering around 240, can they get up to 250? That's over 15 and over. And you feel if these two are still there with 2 overs to go, it's certainly on.
Yeah, you see what the plan here is from Mohammad Amir is a left arm angle across Glenn Maxwell and just trying to flirt with that wide line, go as far away on the offside. And that's the equation. The qualification scenario, if they score 220, they will have to restrict Rawalpindi's 135 or less. So basically, get as many as you can to give yourselves a margin. The difference around 85, 86 runs, depending on how many they get at the end. Brilliant again. This is turning out to be a masterclass, a Glenn Maxwell special, and what a time to bring it up.
A man for the big moments, and a big moment indeed for the Hyderabad Kingsmen. It's just the 4 men on the leg side. Square leg and filing up in the circle. He is aiming to go wide outside the offside. He anticipates it. It's pace off. More importantly, executes. Change of field now. Square leg back. Bit of up in the circle. Feel that change of pace is probably the preferred option with this field.
It is a change of pace. It's into the surface. Experience of Mohammad Amir really hasn't come to the fore today when it mattered most in terms of at least halting the runs for the Hyderabad Kingsmen. This is now the most expensive spell in his HPL PSL career. In fact, I've just been corrected. In his entire T20 career, it's been an illustrious one. It's been a long one. 53 for none with 1 more to go. The over's gone for 13. Pereira on 43 of 25. Excellent. Really smart, out-thought Mohammad Amir on that occasion. Pereira, 4 boundaries and the single. 17 of Mohammad Amir's over. 202 for 5.
Samsung Winners League, where everyone wins. Galaxy S25 FE या A सीरीज खरीदे और जीते कंफर्म रिवॉर्ड। कुरंदाजी के जरिए 10 लाख के इनामात हर हफ्ते और 25 लाख का ग्रैंड प्राइज।
Wow. Grip service जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी? पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
अगली बार अगर इस तरह की खीर बनाओ तो ज्यादा बनाना।
लजीजा खीर मिक्स रिश्तों में लाए प्यार की मिठास।
Brilliant knocks from Kusal Pereira and Glenn Maxwell. 47 of 23 and 48 of 27 respectively. 83-run partnership just of the 49 deliveries. And more importantly for the Kingsmen, both men still out there in the middle. And it's because of a blitz from Usman Khan up the order that all bowlers, maybe barring just Saad Masood, have been pelted all around the park. Saad Masood, brilliant, was on a hat-trick at one point, 2 for 34 in his 4. Bowling options, Asif Afridi, Ben Sears, now the two options available to bowl out the final 3. Ben Sears with his final. We'll have to reload that one. Here we keep your hopes alive. In terms of coming to the stadium and watching a match, become a Pepsi superfan. Go to their Instagram at Pepsi Pakistan. You can DM a reel. And you gotta use the soundtrack from HBL PSL 11. Khelenge beat pe. To just guide it down. They really have turned up to the party here. JP Dumini, I have the Hyderabad Kingsmen. They've given themselves all the chance. How much can they get in the remaining 13 deliveries in this game? "17 deliveries rather."
I still feel 250 is on. Percent, pretty much 18, 19 runs and over.
Lot happening in the middle. Ben Sears with a bit of a field change when he sent deep backward point on the boundary. Mohammad Rizwan was throwing his hands all over the place. He's trying to throw messages across from the keeping end as well. It is hot, it is boiling, around 40 degrees. And they've been on the receiving end in terms of results. 8 losses on the bounce. A new franchise in the Rawalpindis get the better of the Islamabad United. Once again staring down a battle of a great first innings score. Once again with J. Dot, go big or go home. Use their bottles, make a video, tag j.fragrances.cosmetics. Use the hashtag WinACrow with J. Dot. Great over this. Really good in terms of changes of pace. The bowler trying to outsmart the batter. Glenn Maxwell trying to think of what the next delivery will be. He's on 49.
Yeah, it's one thing have the intention of using the change-up. We saw Mohammad Amir previous over, but it's really about executing the line, and this is top of it. Played out into the deep. Oh, and it's found the boundary and brings up the 50 for Glenn Maxwell. His first 50, believe it or not, in 2026, and his first in HBL PSL Season 11.
It did require a good knock from the experience of Glenn Maxwell, and he's turned up to the party. 53 of 31, brings up a milestone in that boundary. But more importantly, he needs to carry on. 90 the partnership of 55. Can Benciers close the over out without conceding a boundary? That's a hit. That's a hit that has just made it to the boundary. It was going to be a teaser on that boundary for the fielder. Saad Masood unable to cut that off. That is another boundary to close the over out. And I'm sure the umpire will have a look just to make sure whether this is 4 or 6.
Yeah, from first glance, it felt like a just bounce inside the ropes. Valiant effort from Saad.
टेस्टेड स्टील ही तो है असली शॉट।
रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
लजीजा कुल्फा दूध में पकाया, ब्लेंड किया और फ्रीजर में जमाया।
बहुत टेस्टी है। कहाँ से मंगवाया? घर में बनाया।
लजीजा कुल्फा घर में बनाए, प्यार जमाए। प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स डिजिटल यूथ हब, आउट एजुकेशन, जिद्दत, महारत, रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यूथ प्लेटफॉर्म। डाउनलोड नाउ।
One more fielder coming inside the 30-yard circle. Now this works magnificently well for the Hyderabad Kingsmen. There's another boundary opportunity opens up. Mid-off comes up in the ring. Pereira's calling for 2. Just the one. This is big. Everything that Kingsmen have wanted in terms of their fair share of luck. This is another one in that column, JP.
And just go back to the power play, really. There's confirmation of the qualification scenarios. They score 240. They will have restrict Rawalpindis to 154 or less. Talk about the power play. A couple of drop catches, a few things going their way, a few edges, eating third man and fine leg. So if ever there was an opportunity really to give themselves a chance, today is it.
Tremendous, absolutely brilliant from Glenn Maxwell. Sparks of brilliance, and they've all come together today. A huge hit for 6.
Yeah, it's a 100 partnership for Glenn Maxwell, Kusal Pereira, and so needed. 5 wickets down, backs against the wall. A partnership was needing to form. And it's the 2 hitters that have really created this momentum for them.
It's in the slot, especially with mid-off up in the ring. Catches the call, doesn't matter. They can say catch it all you want. Glenn Maxwell is having a party. The dugout is enjoying this. And this is marvellous ball striking.
Signs of 2023 World Cup against Afghanistan. Remember, a double 100 in the World Cup. And we saw hints of that wrist work, and we're seeing it yet again. 3 maximums already for Glenn Maxwell, along with his 8 boundaries. It's a partnership that is forming to certainly create an opportunity here for Hyderabad Kingsmen.
And the fact that the Rawalpindis have had to bring a fielder in, Glenn Maxwell is making the most of it. There's always another boundary opportunity that opens up. The angles become wider. Back-to-back 6s, now 69 of 34. 3 6s. 8 boundaries, 49 of 28 Pereira, 5 boundaries and 1 6. What a position he's got his team into. Lahore Qalandars are glued to their screens. And the show's not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Hold on, no, says Glenn Maxwell. Pereira sent back. He wants a strike here, JB. When you're striking the ball as magnificently as he is, Pereira won't mind staying down the other end.
Yeah, you just get a sense, don't you? Particularly when you're out in the middle, that it's a matchup that you're really enjoying. And a mud putt seems to be that one for Glenn Maxwell. Can he finish strong with a few more maximum in the penultimate over?
A good delivery this. A loopy, slow one, back of the hand from Ahmad, but Pereira now on 49. He's batted brilliantly as well down the other end. Good comeback after those two big sixes by Ahmad, but not in one. Pereira always looking over his right shoulder, square boundary on that leg side. Now all fielders in the ring on the offside, any width. And with Pereira's form, he should be able to bisect those gaps. He needs to be straight here, Ahmad, but yeah, and a good hand, really good. Good comeback after those two sixes. Over still gone for 14. One more to go, 227 for 5.
Samsung Winners League, where everyone wins. Galaxy S25 FE या A सीरीज खरीदे और जीते कंफर्म रिवॉर्ड। कुरंदाजी के जरिए 10 लाख के इनामात हर हफ्ते और 25 लाख का ग्रैंड प्राइज।
अरकान पार्लियामेंट की तनख्वाहों में 25% कमी, सरकारी अखराजात में नुमायां कटौती, सरकारी सतह पर हाई ऑक्टेन के इस्तेमाल पर पाबंदी, 50% सरकारी तेल में कटौती और 60% सरकारी गाड़ियां ग्राउंड कर दी गई हैं। दफातर में 50% वर्क फ्रॉम होम, हफ्ते में 4 दिन काम, ऑनलाइन मीटिंग्स और टेली कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग को फरोग, कार पूलिंग के तहत मुश्तरका सफर का तरीका, मोटरवेज पर रफ्तार में कमी, तेल की बचत के लिए गैर जरूरी सफर से इज्तनाब करें।
Fourth position up for grabs in the playoffs. The Hyderabad Kingsmen, can they get 23 to post 250 on the board, give themselves a fantastic chance to restrict the opposition, make it into the qualifiers, make it into the playoffs as the fourth team in the HBL PSL 11. Bowling responsibilities with Dion Forrester. Maxwell on 70, partnership 108. Here we go. As a hit, that is gone. What an anti-climax to this. But Maxwell, I reckon, has done his part right.
Yeah, he was almost disappointed with the fact that he couldn't get hold of it. And he paused for a second before he actually took off on the run. Hits it straight back. Blinded really by Forrester with the field of Sam Billings. And with that range and the quality of Sam Billings in the field, he's not going to miss. Yeah, not even in the frame. But a spectacular
Samsung Winners League, where everyone wins. Galaxy S25 FE या A सीरीज खरीदे और जीते कंफर्म रिवॉर्ड। कुरंदाजी के जरिए 10 लाख के इनामात हर हफ्ते और 25 लाख का ग्रैंड प्राइज।
प्लीज हमारा ऑर्डर लिख लीजिए, 2 अदद बड़े पिज्जा, लहसुन वाली डबल रोटी।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। 20,000 प्लस रेस्टोरेंट्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Prime Minister's Digital Youth Hub, IT Education, जिद्दत, महारत, रोजगार और बाइख्तियार मुस्तकबिल के लिए पाकिस्तान का सबसे बड़ा यूथ प्लेटफॉर्म। डाउनलोड नाउ।
वाह, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी। पाकिस्तान ग्लोबल टायर ब्रांड।
Hassan Khan strolls out into the middle, final 5 deliveries, and more importantly, Kusal Pereira on strike. 49 of 29. Partnership just broken with that brilliant run out by Billings to Maxwell. Hit with some force. Oh, brilliant. Really good that. Saad Masood, but with that single, Kusal Pereira brings up his second 50 at the HPL PSL 11. And a well-crafted knock once again this afternoon.
applauded, and why not? They've given themselves a chance, be it a small one. They still have a ticket to the dance, to the Hyderabad Kingsmen, coming up to halfway. But it's the partnership between Maxwell and Kusal Pereira that has been spectacular, and contributions from both of them, 50 of 30 deliveries for Kusal Pereira.
Almost swung himself off his feet there, Hassan Khan. With mid-off up in the ring, you just have to get enough, get under the ball, get it over that ring on that offside. Power-packed innings once again for Usman Khan. Swings and swings well. That's where we was looking to go with the first delivery. Gets it from the meat of the bat on the second one.
Keep in mind, the last 2 overs of this Rawalpindi bowling innings has had 5 men in the 30-meter circle. They've been penalized for slow over rate, and that means that mid-off is in the circle, proving valuable for the Hyderabad Kingsmen. And a boundary for Hassan Khan.
Sweeper on the offside comes up, mid-off goes back to long off. He's picked that up nicely. That is a sweet strike. Once again, pinging off the bat, middle of the bat from Hassan Khan. It's all happening, it's runs galore. One more delivery left.
Yeah, we saw a change of field. Third man coming up, mid-off going back, but he goes back of a length. Change of length, and an option that he enjoys, gets across to that offside and swings beautifully for a maximum.
Final ball. Where's this one going? Where's this one going? Just over the fielder. Kamran Ghulam maybe thought he was in with a chance, but nonetheless, the luck and the batting both have come to the party for the Hyderabad Kingsmen. The final over ends with 4-6-6. The final over goes for 17, which means the Hyderabad Kingsmen have given them a chance with 244 on the board.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable finish. At the 10 over mark, the halfway mark, 126 for 5. They've ended on 244 for 6, which means that they have to restrict them to 158 or less. Yeah, there's been contributions all round. Usman Khan, 54 of 26. Kusal Pereira, 50 of 30. Maxwell, 70 of 37, coming to the party when his team needed. And it was the partnership, really, that broke the back of the Rawalpindis, 108 of 63. That really set up this total of 244 for 6. So they're in with a shout, or the Hyderabad Kingsmen.
Bowlers, well, they took their fair share of the brunt. All of them beyond 12 runs and over. Only Saad Masood, who just held it together. 34 for 2, 1 apiece to Ahmad Butt, Ben Sears and Asif Afridi, which means the Hyderabad Kingsmen set 244 on the board in their 20 overs. The equation is different if they are to qualify. At the moment, it's important to hear in from one of the players. Let's head down to Neroli Meadows.
Thank you very much. I've got an exhausted Kusal Pereira alongside me. Can you just chat through the conditions there and how you managed to get to that total in this heat under plenty of pressure?
Yeah, of course. We got a very good start. In the power play, we got more than 70 runs.